So you are not willing to take any of those tests to alleviate my concerns that you might be driving while intoxicated?
Just take my word.
That's not really how it works. That vehicle could ultimately drivers heavily intoxicated.
It's often been said that there's no such thing as a misdemeanor car stop. That is because every car stop has the potential from starting off as a misdemeanor and escalating into something much more serious. And sometimes that seriousness involves a pursuit and then officers discharging their firearms like it was the Wild Wild West. This is one of those.
Robert 92 traffic, Albert.
What's going on, boss? I'm Sergeant Walsh with Breckenridge. So the only reason I'm stopping you is you have an improperly displayed front plate. You got some dark tint on the car. That's the only
I
reason.
don't have no 5% all the way around.
One more time.
Both of my places sitting there in the right place. Yes. Yeah. I apologize too.
Oh, it's upside down. You can't see it from outside.
I'm so sorry. I apologize, Tom. Me and my semester my so his friend, if you get my drift. We had a misunderstanding on all my stuff in my car.
That's no problem. There's nothing illegal about having all that stuff.
I'm sorry.
So this is interesting. The officer I can see is definitely tactical to this degree that he stands behind the B pillar and he looks like he's prepared to deal with whatever he has to deal with. But then you see this thing where the officer has to go to the front of the vehicle to look at what I believe is the registration sticker. Some states are like that, where the registration is inside the front windshield on the left side, and it causes the officer to have to expose themselves to that degree. You know, an interesting thing that officers can do is like when you check a VIN, can you just keep your hands on the steering wheel real quick while I check this and move forward? So some states are like that. Other states, it's on the rear license plate. Some states don't even have it at all. But it's just an interesting observation.
I apologize. I had used something around.
180 board.
Insurance just expired last month.
Okay. Do you have the original card?
I can put it up on my cell phone.
Yeah, absolutely.
County said, yeah, I'm so sorry.
That's all good. Is there any reason why you're not wearing a seatbelt?
My car is out in that area.
It's going to be en route.
And stuff right now.
Your seatbelt's messed up?
No, I just really do that because I access, the alarm.
Gotcha.
I'm so sorry.
You get it.
No,
I've already explained to you the reason for the stop. That was you weren't speeding.
No, I don't have a super dark cancy, but like that. My
You're mumbling, bud. What's up?
My ears just wordy for it. That's
Should be down or 77.
window down. I apologize. I don't have like full advancements. I didn't know about it.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Then thank you for being so understanding.
Okay, well, you're pulling that up on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being sober as a bird, 10 being drunkest you've ever been. Where are you at in there?
I swear to God, so I'm more than capable of driving.
One more time.
I'm more than capable of driving. Just honestly, I have no worry about it, so I don't want my car to be told, so I'm kind of really nervous.
Do you have a trooper available for
Okay. Okay, so where are you at on that scale? On a 1 being sober as a bird, like ready to go to church, and 10 being drunkest you've ever been?
I promise you, officer, but I'm just messing scared because I was just on my way. On the side of my mother to talk to everybody. I can my stuff at the house.
I got you. So that's not really an answer. It's just a number 1 to 10.
No, I literally said 1. I apologize.
You're a 1? You feel like you're a 1 right now?
So if you look at the driver at this frame right here, you definitely see the eyes. You got that glossy eye look. You got the speech patterns that are off as well as we hear him speak. And then the motor skills are a bit off. Then I just want to take note of that dryness on the lips. Now, that's not necessarily an indicator of a person who is impaired for the use of alcohol. But when you're looking for impairment, you're also looking for impairment from other things like illegal pharmaceuticals. So that's an interesting thing that you would also want to note as you're interacting with a person.
Okay. Are you willing to take some tests to make sure that you're going to drive?
To be honest with you, I don't personally feel like that's necessary.
Okay.
With you. But if I don't want to honestly because I'm really scared.
I get it. There's nothing to be scared of right now. I don't believe that I've given you a reason to be scared or anything like that, or been rude to you or anything like that.
No,
I'm just trying to make sure you're good to operate the motor vehicle.
Yes, sir.
And so you're doing a lot of mumbling. I smell alcohol.
No, honestly,
or excuse me, the odor of an alcoholic beverage.
I promise you, sir. I'm so sorry. Like honestly. I'm not gonna sit down and watch you or anything like that. I had 2 shots today.
Okay, so do you see the officer said the smell of alcohol? Then he caught himself and he said of an alcoholic beverage. And I'm going to explain to you why he rephrased what he said. It's because you can get pressed on the stand by the defense, say, well, you smelled alcohol. Well, what? Was it spilled inside the vehicle? Was it sanitizer? So a lot of times you'll even hear an officer say the smell of an alcoholic beverage coming from your person. So it's not that it came from spilled in a car, that it wasn't rubbing alcohol, that it wasn't hand sanitizer. So the verbiage is incredibly important, especially when you're documenting it in a report. So you'll often see, and as I was trained, the smell of an alcoholic beverage coming from your person. So you are very clear about where that smell is coming from.
I always have the something in my pocket right now.
2 shots all day long? You've only had 2 shots all day long?
I literally have all in my daughter's body.
Gotcha. Okay. How long ago was your last shot?
About, I don't want to call my budget.
I got you.
Gotcha. I need to put it on your right in the situation. I don't.
Okay. So you are not willing to take any of those tests to alleviate my concerns that you might be driving while intoxicated?
I don't want to. So it's not that I don't want to sit there and make something like
Mm-hmm.
that's not saying like I'm so scared, so good. I see it. Yes,
Well, you don't have to apologize to me. I'm just trying to make sure you're good to drive. That's part of my job as a police officer.
So it's just like honestly, I like just take my word.
So I'm not just going to take your word on it. That's not really how it works. You can agree to take the test, which is what you agree to do, whenever you sign your driver's license and you first get your driver's license. That's part of implied consent. Or you can refuse to take the test, and then I can arrest you for your refusal.
No, I don't want to.
Well, I don't think anybody really wants to get arrested.
Yeah, and I just pull them out insurance, anything.
Well, sure, yeah, that's what we've been waiting on. I said, you were trying to pull up your insurance because you answered this question, and then you failed to answer the question.
No, I didn't. I literally answered it. I promise you to do me. I'm so sorry. Like, I don't have a loud voice. Like, I promise you, I answered it. Like I said, I feel like I'm the one that I see the risk of concussions. I'm so sorry. I'm so worried. I promise you, I can speak.
Okay, so just to be clear, you are not willing to take any of the tests.
I'm tired. I was with the understanding because I just started actually wants to anything. I'm not saying no. I just honestly realized
So there's standard field sobriety test, and then there's a portable breath test. It's like a PBT. It's what you see on TV sometimes. You see people blow into them, and it's just designed to detect alcohol on the breath. Then there's standard field sobriety test. There's the walk and turn, the one-legged stand. There's HGN, horizontal gaze nystagmus, which is a test of your eyes, in case you've ever seen that on TV.
So I really want to stop really quickly. Just this black bracelet that the officer's wearing, it looks like a memorial bracelet, and I can see an Eagle Globe and anchor, which is from the Marine Corps, which those of you who watch know that I was a Marine. And a lot of times officers that wear those memorial bracelets are usually from the branch that they wear it. So the tactical stuff that I'm seeing from the officer lends very well to him being a Marine. Just something of note and simplified to all the Marines.
I'm really talking to the officer that like next I'm trying to be not sure it's just spark.
Are you still trying to pull up that insurance?
I'm
just asking. You're fine. Okay. Any firearms in the car, anything like that? Okay. All right. Give me just 1 second. I'll be right back with you while you're pulling that up.
One thing that you'll see me mention many times is that when the officer walks back to the vehicle, we see where the body cam is facing. It's refreshing when you see that the officer at least turns to look at the occupant in the vehicle, so your back is only turned for a short period of time. I've even seen and trained where you can walk back to your vehicle and watch the vehicle the entire time, especially if you're getting this person who's refusing to do the tests. Good move. He's got the spikes out. So you don't see officers do this a lot, but this is good that he got the spikes out.
Robert 92.
Forever 92?
Robert 92, that vehicle did not normally drivers to be intoxicated. Northbound on Coward, passing north. The vehicle has been spiked.
I heard it. When he drove over the spikes, you heard the air start to deflate the tire. So very sharp to see this. You rarely see an officer deploy the spikes right on the beginning of a car stop.
That's clear northbound Calvert, passing north units to assist him.
Still moving eastbound on Kaplan, northbound on Woodson. We got multiple flats.
Eastbound California, Woodson.
2 Urban 92 charges are aggravated fleeing and DWI. Lincoln 9, Zebra 9, George, on a white and color Lexus.
That's clear and confirming you are in pursuit of the vehicle.
Yes, ma'am. charges are activating in DWI.
That radio traffic is very interesting and crucial to what we're going to see here. Because one is dispatch is confirming that it's a pursuit and you're not just following. Because if you say pursuit, the P word, there is a policy that you must follow and different things that you have to say on the radio and whether you may have to disengage from the pursuit. So it's really important. And dispatch or the sergeant is going to make the officer confirm whether they're in pursuit or not. You'll notice the officer gave the charges to see if the pursuit should continue. You see me harp on that all the time as far as whether or not a pursuit should continue. I don't say whether it should or not. It's for you to think about, but definitely the officer that's involved in it. So this is good when you see these kinds of things occurring.
The aggravated fleeing in DWI Lincoln 909 George on a white Lexus into Robert 92 is in pursuit. Clearing Robert 92 updated location.
Northbound on Woodson approaching Natural Bridge. Speeds at the moment are 75. Light traffic. Signaling to turn eastbound on Natural Bridge.
Northbound Woodson signaling to eastbound Natural Bridge.
Eastbound on Natural Bridge. Speeds at 45. No traffic at this time.
Speeds at 45 and no traffic eastbound Natural Bridge.
William 12 off Whittle.
William 12 clear.
2 92. Still eastbound on Natural Bridge. Continuing eastbound Natural Bridge from the spur.
Clear. Continuing eastbound past the spur.
And eastbound Natural Bridge passing Fairfield. Speeds are 45. Light traffic.
Calm voice, good stuff.
Passing Fairview and speeds are 45 light traffic.
Eastbound on Natural Bridge passing Brown. No traffic at this time. Speeds are 60.
No traffic. Speed 60 passing Brown.
William 12, I'm going to terminate M11 and continue to assist.
William 12 terminating. William 11 still in it.
Interesting. One of the units that was involved in the pursuit assisting unit terminated himself from the pursuit, and they were asking another unit with a different call sign to stay in it. I'm not sure why this unit decided to do that, but that's his call.
Eastbound on Natural Bridge. And correction, there's across the street. Eastbound Natural Bridge passing Harold. Vehicle's tires just went completely flat and came off. Speeds are 80.
Clear speeds 80, tires are flat or off.
Southbound on 170 from Natural Bridge. You could advise those cars from earlier. I'm not sure if they're going to be in the area.
Southbound 170 from Natural Bridge to Charles 2 are units on 170, you clear?
Dispatch advice, they're also southbound on 170.
Right here. Come on. Hey, switch with me around if I got spares. Here. Don't know.
Shots fired. Anybody injured?
They on route to southbound 170. They on route to southbound 170.
You have a call.
51 is almost left ramp.
Natural Bridge.
8K1.
You have a call.
Direction, description, please.
2013.
You have a call.
Good.
You have a call.
There's a lot of things that went down in this, and the original video is pinned, and there's a description of what occurred. But some things I want to mention, and I've said this in videos before, that there will be officers that are in the middle of this exchange of gunfire. Someone will jump on the radio, shots fired. It's a phenomenon that I just don't necessarily understand it, and I've done it myself. Getting on the radio and saying shots fired is not going to help you address the situation that you're in, because saying shots fired, yeah, you're going to get more units, but again, someone else could say it if you're in the middle of the battle. And another interesting thing is that sometimes officers are so also in the mix that they'll come out from behind cover. The officer has a much better view of why he was willing to do that, and that's his decision to make. But when you watch these kinds of things, these are things that when you train, you think about, what are the things I want to make sure of? The radio is not going to be a concern of mine until I make sure that the threat is incapacitated, unless I have a second really quickly to key a mic and say it. And the other thing is, if I have cover, I'm going to stay behind cover because cover can potentially save and protect me. So in the original post, it says that on this date, October 31st, 2024, the St. Louis County Prosecuting Attorney's Office issued charges against the suspect, Javon Henderson, who's 30 years old. Assault, first degree, special victim, armed criminal action, and resisting arrest. It appears that none of the officers were hit by rounds that were discharged by the suspect. The suspect was hit and he lived. Detectives located a 9mm semi-automatic pistol and an AR-15 style pistol in the vehicle driven by Henderson. 2 fired 9mm cases were located inside of Henderson's vehicle. A total of 87 were fired, and he was hit, I believe, one time, and the officers weren't hit at all. These kinds of situations with this large amount of exchanges of gunfire, they happen, and it's amazing to me when people aren't more seriously injured. But it goes to show you, what starts off as a misdemeanor car stop can turn into this incredibly dangerous situation. And it was 2 different jurisdictions that were involved in this as well. If you like this kind of content, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the video that's on your screen for more content just like this.